Hello, everybody. Tim here with a quick thoughts review on the new movie Power Rangers. This is based off of the 90s TV show Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which I don't know a lot about. I know very little about the Power Rangers. I didn't watch it as a kid. It came out when I was still a little too young to process it fully, and then by the time I was old enough to probably be into it, it had kind of like gone past its prime. So I was never a big fan, but the trailers for this one intrigued me enough that I was like, okay, like I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. And surprisingly enough, I didn't hate this movie. I was expecting to, even though I did like those trailers. Just you're thinking Power Rangers in 2017. Can they pull something like that off? And for the most part, I would say they do. My biggest compliment to this movie is the five lead actors who play the Rangers. I really liked all of them. They do a good job of fleshing out their backstory, and just them as actors in general. I thought they were very good, very convincing. The one kid, I believe his name is like RJ, who plays the Blue Ranger. He was in Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, which completely I didn't even realize until right before I watched the movie. I read another review that mentioned that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot that was him. So he's really good. He was really good in that, and he's really good in this. I found him to be really intriguing. I've heard other people say, that he's the most annoying. Well, I would agree with that. I think he's the most interesting of the five. I also really liked both of the girls. I don't know any of the actresses' names, but I thought they were both really good. They both had interesting backstories. And then, the main Red Ranger, he was good. I had no complaints from him. He served the role well. I thought he did a good job. And the Black Ranger, too, did a good job as well. They were all very serviceable, very good. Bryan Cranston as a floating head, Zordon. He was very good. I enjoyed his performance. And without getting into like spoilers, he has some fun stuff to do at the beginning of the movie and towards the end of the movie. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. And Bill Hader is the voice of the robot. Alpha 5, I believe, is the name of the robot. I thought he was good. I didn't even know it was Bill Hader until a couple days ago. So he was pretty good in the trailers and then now in the movie. So I enjoyed all of the actors around the board, except for one little thing, and that's Elizabeth Banks. I didn't hate her as Rita Repulsa. I don't know the source material, though, so I don't know how Rita is supposed to be in the original show. And I've heard the complaint that, she's in a different movie. I actually thought that, like, the tone of her character up until the last about 20 minutes matched pretty good. I mean, she was like, ooh, ha ha ha, evil villain, maniacal laugh, and all that stuff. But, it fit because, again, without getting into too many spoilers, she has a role to play at the beginning of the movie that I thought she just kept doing what she was doing, and it fit in the first 5 minutes, and it keeps fitting throughout the rest of the movie. So I thought the tone complaint for her that I've been hearing is a little out there, but I see what people are saying. But overall, I mean, I thought she was okay. I just didn't like completely buy into it. Again, it's the same thing that I have that most people have problems with the Marvel movies. She's just an underdeveloped villain, and she's kind of doing little stuff for the first hour and a half. Then all of a sudden, in the last 30 minutes, there's a big showdown, and yeah, so there's not much for her to do. But when she is on screen, I thought she was okay. Not amazing, and I didn't want to like claw my eyes out either watching her. So that's with all the acting. My only like big negatives all lie within the last 25 minutes, which is weird because the last 25 minutes is like the big final action hoo-ha set piece. And the first thing I noticed is that the CGI was rough. Some of it's really good, like when the Zords are first coming out and stuff. I enjoyed all of that, but there's a couple shots towards the end that were just like really noticeable to me that I found really distracting, and it kind of took me out of the movie. But then again, the last 25 minutes kind of took me out of the movie in general. The whole movie up to that point is building this chronicle like tone that has this like it's not like dark like the Dark Knight gritty, but it's grittier compared to what most people would think when they think of the Power Rangers. And then all of a sudden, the last 25 minutes kicks in, and it's a completely different movie. And I had fun in those last 25 minutes, and I enjoyed those last 25 minutes, but it took it from being a movie that I would say was good to just being okay. I thought it was an okay movie overall because that last 25 minutes kind of pushed it down in a way that I thought was negative to the spirit and the tone that the movie had made up to that point. I didn't know that I would be this invested in this Power Rangers movie, but overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was, like I said, okay. I had a good time. In my written review I wrote on Letterboxd, I said I would rather watch this and a sequel to this 100 times than another Transformers movie. Hands down, this was more fun. And now that the training and the origin part of the movie is out of the way, if they do make a sequel to this one, I have a feeling it'll be a lot more, action, a lot more fun. So, overall, guys, I would say that if you are a Power Rangers fan, there's a lot of stuff in here that you're going to like. If you're just a casual movie fan and you don't know anything about Power Rangers, like I didn't know anything, you'll enjoy it too. They do a good job setting it up. They do a good job of making, everything that's so crazy, like the Zords and Zordon and all this stuff. They make it understandable for the casual movie fan. So I enjoyed that, and I thought all the acting was really good and the action was decent. So overall, I would recommend this. Definitely not like a pay full price $10 to $15. I would say see it on like a discount day, and you'd probably get your money's worth at that point. So yeah, that's my thought on Power Rangers. If you guys liked this video and you enjoy listening to me babble about stuff, click the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day, guys.